but I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring.
I find it hard to believe there's like a giant stack of papers that has a bunch of information about like high power sex offenders that's just sitting in a safe right now.
I released Epstein's Black Book and flight logs in 2015. And all the perps are in that book, and all the perps are on the flight logs. I mean, there's a lot of other people that are named, but there's a lot of perps. The day after Epstein was arrested, the FBI opened up his safe. And his safe contained
there you go.
discs and discs and discs of underage girls.
Dang.
Yeah, the FBI they haven't looked at the thousands of pages of documents that they've just received Friday.
The thing about Pam Bondi, she's saying that the FBI just started looking at this stuff a couple of months ago, which is total bullshit. I mean, the FBI and Department of Justice, they were looking at that stuff in 2019. It didn't like sit in some dark corner of the FBI.
Yeah, what you're going to see, hopefully tomorrow, is a lot of flight logs, a lot of names, a lot of information.
There was an expectation that this was going to be bigger. You had the same expectation.
We all did. And the FBI handed over a couple hundred pages of documents. You're looking at these documents going, these aren't all the Epstein files. You know, there were flight logs, there were names and victims' names. And we're going, where's the rest of the stuff?
The Trump administration has been guilty of a lot of lies. Pamela Bondi came out and said, yes, it's on my desk and we're going to release names.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
And then they released it and it was a nothing sandwich. Then she said that she'd been bamboozled by the FBI field office because it was such a nothing sandwich. And then she said now she has a truckload of evidence. And she said,
it's never great.
A truckload of evidence arrived. It's now in the possession of the FBI.
Well, truckload of CP.
Yeah, what's the protocol for them watching? Is there like a specific government protocol? Is there like a 30-second increment thing, or like how do they do that?
I don't know. They probably hire some pervs or something. It's
There's probably plenty of them in the government. That's perfect.
We got a couple guys that'll volunteer over there.
Pam Bondi then said, she keeps digging herself into a deeper and deeper hole. She said only matters related to national security would be redacted.
No, of course, national security, some grand jury information, which is always going to be confidential, but we'll see.
So now she has to tell us what a bunch of child molesters have to do with national security. And then Mike Johnson, who's House Majority Speaker, he adjourned the House early so it couldn't vote on Massey's discharge bill, which would have had the representatives vote on whether or not there should be an Epstein investigation. And then we found out that he had an app on his phone called Covenant Eye.
Yeah.
And his son also has Covenant Eye, so they can monitor each other's consumption of pornography.
My accountability partner right now is Jack, my son, right? And so he's 17. So he and I get a report of all the things that are on our phones or all of our devices once a week. If anything objectionable comes up, your accountability partner gets an immediate notice.
That's our Speaker of the House. And
at least you know he wasn't there, probably. That's fair. Or maybe that's where he was. Changes
that could cut both ways.
Yeah, true. Get back from the trip, you're like, look, son, we're going to start cracking down on this whole thing here.
Yeah, it's time to make some changes.
And then
God,
he told an unbelievable lie. Donald Trump was an informant.
When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down.
And that was such an egregious lie that he had to walk it back.
I don't know if I used the right word. I said FBI informant. I'm not sure. I wasn't there. This isn't my lane.
Hold on, he claimed Donald Trump was there as like a secret high-level informant.
Yeah, as an informant.
00 Trump was down there
he was down
on
there.
the massage table.
Shut up, Piggy.
What?
I said, shut up, Piggy. Don't even bring that up. Shut up, Piggy.
The
Hit
whole
the
country
craziest allegation possible and just going, shut up, Piggy. You go, did you fuck kids and suck President Clinton's dick? He goes, shut the fuck up. Would you say there's a chance that Trump is trying to hide that investigation because he knows the people that would release it maybe insert him more than he was into it? Now that's just, I'm just playing.
No, that's entirely possible.
Yeah.
I mean, with Epstein, people pretty much knew. And Trump hung out with him for a long time.
Now, the thing I've always been told is he stopped hanging out with him after the first time Epstein got caught in Florida.
Okay, so there's two stories about that.
Yeah.
There's that Epstein did something very inappropriate to an underage girl at Mar-a-Lago. And then the other story is that they had a bidding war on a mansion in Florida, and that for some reason that ended their friendship. We really don't know.
It's like a damn pedophile outbidded me, son of a bitch.
Yeah. I would say the big thing for me is who's hanging out with him after he got busted in 2007.
Well, John Burns, the head of the CIA, hung out with Jeffrey Epstein.
I'm reading Bill Burns' autobiography, the CIA director for Biden.
A very close friend of Epstein's, by the way.
Yes.
No, just a fact.
Yes, I know.
I just saw emails from Epstein to him.
Another undercover agent, son of a bitch.
Who's not a spy?
I think Bill Gates' wife came out and said he was chilling with Epstein after he got indicted.
Was this all just to capture Chris Tucker? Is this all just to bring down Tucker?
Just take down Hawkins, man.
That damn Chris Tucker.
They got Spacey, Tuckman, and fucking Hawking. This is all for that?
It was Spacey and Tucker and Clinton. Now you know that something very aberrant went down there with those.
Aberrant's a good word.
This thing has been covered. The Bush too covered it up. I mean, he was the guy that got the ball rolling on the cover up. And in 2007.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then Biden covered it up.
Yeah.
And Obama covered it up.
Gotta have them ribs. And pussy too.
And Trump covered it up.
It's pretty boring stuff.
So it's been
the
covered
hell
up
happened?
by 4 different presidents.
Jesus Christ.
Must have been the sickest part. It's Project X, dude. They did it. Dude.
Hawkins had the ski goggles on.
Where Trump got himself into trouble is he said he'd be transparent about it.
Yeah, I know.
And Epstein is a Pandora's box. I believe that Trump thought he could open it ever so slightly and slam it shut.
The Epstein thing seems like a Mossad and CIA.
You know, people say it's just Mossad, and I can't imagine the Mossad compromising American politicians on American soil without the CIA getting a cut.
Yeah.
And Virginia Giuffre, her memoir came out a couple of days ago. She talked about a prime minister that beat her up, and that was really vicious with her. And I knew Virginia. I got to know her pretty
Fucking
well.
Angela Merkel.
Virginia told me that it was a Hood Barak.
Fucking Merkel.
Sorry.
Merkel got in there.
That's terrible.
Laid the lumber. Allegedly. No, it was.
It was a Hood Barak.
Is that Turkey?
No, he was the prime minister of Israel.
Oh, jeez.
And he was also head of Israeli intelligence at one point, too.
Yikes.
Yeah, we're not going to get that.
Yeah.
They're not going to tell us that.
Even if Trump isn't involved with Epstein, he's protecting a system.
Their whole thing is kind of like, dude, there's nothing there. People are hyping this all up. It's not what they said it was, but
there's over 1,000 victims that we know of.
There you go.
And
there's good counterpoint.
We know we know who a bunch of the procurers are.
What?
I mean, the New York Times has written an article on 6 procurers. So we could take those procurers and indict them on multiple counts of child trafficking, and then they would roll over on the perps, and then you've got a bunch of victims who would be willing to testify against the perps.
Yeah.
If the Department of Justice had the will. If Pamela Bondi and Kash Patel weren't lying their asses off.
That was the one thing that kind of sunk them when they were asked directly, like, were you told to warn Trump if anything came up, kind of like indicting him or, you know, alleging that he was involved, and they would be like, why are you even asking me this? Which is kind of like, dude, it's a yes or no, man.
You don't know anything about that. Okay.
So who gave the order to flag records related to President Trump?
To flag records for President Trump?
To flag any records which included his name.
I'm not going to discuss anything about that with you, Senator.
Eventually, you're going to have to answer for your conduct in this.
I'm not defending Trump again, but it's like there's an idea where he could be like, some parts of the intelligence community have been trying to get him for a while.
For sure.
It's like, who knows, under the last...
Yeah.
If they like slid some fucking names in there, like, well, Trump did this also. You just add it to the fucking file.
Yeah.
And then when he's like, I'm going to release it, and he opens it, and it's like, oh shit, they said I did a bunch
they got
of shit.
me. The letter.
I don't know.
What do you think about the letter?
If you look at the birthday book and the other entries, it's consistent with what's in the birthday book.
Yeah.
Can he draw like that? That was like kind of fucking impressive, honestly. Taken out of the context.
I mean, he probably had a kid do it.
Also, the wordplay, again, just taken out of context, was, I thought, fairly strong. Blood of the poets coursing through him.
So, 89% of the American people want the Epstein files to be released. And the government...
Shout out to those 11%.
Yeah, I was thinking, there's probably 11% are probably pedophiles.
How'd you get into all this? It seems to be like a crazy thing to kind of buckle down into. How'd you get into this?
I had a difficult childhood. My mom was a Playboy bunny, and I never knew my father. I was born in Minneapolis, and then we moved to Chicago where she was a bunny, and then we moved in with another bunny.
Whoa.
So when I was a kid, I was raised by bunnies. And and Freud's Oedipus complex.
Oh, let's get into it, yeah. You're in the hutch.
Freud's Oedipus complex has been largely dismissed, but I really like carrots. I ate a lot of carrots.
Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of 18?
Though I'd like to answer that question, at least today, I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights, sir.
Some of the emails are Epstein being like, Trump's out of his mind, which is like, and they're kind of rolling it like, you see what Epstein says? Like, well, don't go by him as a credible source. He's a pedophile.
Yeah, but they're...
I hope pedophiles will be like, I can't stand that guy if they're talking about me.
But like, if there's one credible source, it is the guy, you know?
Oof.
Well, those emails are a little, like, the ones I read looked like I can get some political capital out of this. What do you need to know about Trump?
After Trump launched his presidential campaign in 2015, Epstein told at least one reporter he had dirt to share, suggesting, quote, ask my houseman about Donald almost walking through the door, leaving his nose print on the glass as young women were swimming in the pool. And he was so focused, he walked straight into the door.
All of a sudden, he had a bunch of stories about Trump. When the emails are older than that, I didn't see too many that were...
No, the older ones were nice. He was like, Trump told Ghislaine to stop.
Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member ever. Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop.
And
that one, no one's talking about.
Yeah.
That's like the ultimate, like,
yeah.
I'm not trying to defend the man, but
nobody knows is the question. That's the thing. I'm not defending nor non-defending him. It's just like, it's the 90s. Everyone's partying. You go to the island, and
it's not like it was 10-year-olds.
Then you come up with Miss Teen USA.
Well... Lemaire, that's a great point. I'm telling you, every now and again, you just knock them out of the park.
And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. You know, I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
like
everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? You know, they're standing there with no. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women.
Yeah, that motherfucker probably did it.